Hello everybody, my name is Carole. Welcome to my sewing room. You're joining me today for the results of a collab with the wonderful channel Violet May Handmade. Now these are two lovely ladies who are in Australia, and they contacted me at the beginning of the year to see if I would be interested in doing a collab with them, and of course I jumped at the chance. They are the other side of the world to me, therefore they are sewing for a very different season to me most of the time. But together we have come up with an idea of something we wanted to make together. Now, these ladies have had a sewing channel for about a year, but they also have a crafting channel, a crocheting and knitting channel called A Crafty Yarn. I think they started the sewing into the main channel to begin with, and then they split them off. So there is something for everyone there. And you get double, you get two for the price of one, because there's two people making garments and showing things rather than just one of us sat in the sewing room. Honestly, they are lovely and they make the prettiest dresses and things. And just recently they've been making some bags. They did a wonderful video at Christmas of some handmade gifts to make. They're a lovely pair. Please, I do encourage you to go over and check them out. So we decided to make a blouse. They've done a lot of dresses before, and I don't often make blouses, so I was more than happy to give that a go. Now you can see the blouse behind me, the most perfect fabric. It was a rayon challis, and it's just the prettiest fabric, and I had to choose pretty for them because everything they make is pretty, and I love that. So I had a go at making a blouse. Now I knew exactly what I wanted to do when they gave me the idea, because this time last year I did a collab with the wonderful Jen from One Girl Creates, and we did the Patina blouse. Now, if you watch my channel a lot, you know I mainly sew Big Four. I do indie patterns, especially if I can get the printed copy. I'm more than happy to give them a try, and I have success with both indie and Big Four. But we have this pattern. Now, I really liked this blouse, but there is a simplicity version, and this is Simplicity 1779. It is an older pattern, but it is basically the Patina blouse. The only thing it's missing is the Patina has a back yoke, but look at that collar if you can. Let me just show you the line drawings from the pattern. That'll be so much easier. Look at that. That is the Patina. So I thought, I know, I'm a massive fan of the Big Four. Why don't I give this one a go and compare it to the Patina? So that is what I did. Here we have the results. I will put some footage in of me wearing it. Overall, I'm mostly happy with it. I'm on the fence because of one reason only, and that is how low this came down. Comparing it to the Patina had two depths of the front V, and I went for the higher V when I made it. So, but this didn't, this had one, and I kind of knew it was going to be low, but I couldn't see a quick way of altering it. But anyway, I wanted to make up the pattern as it was, and then I could compare the two fairly. So I made up view D with the big collar, but I did short sleeves. I didn't do the full-on sleeves. I just basically cut the long sleeves short because I didn't want them shaped. And here we have it. It's got a button placket down the front, and I know it's very hard to see because it's in flowers, but you got the button placket. And this time, unlike the Patina, I actually did working buttonholes. Collar exactly the same, completely different construction. The more old-fashioned way, I would say. It's actually got a binding on. What size did I use? Okay, well, this is me being a bit not admitting the size I truly am. I did a size 10. Now really, on the pattern, I should have been a size 12. But I've never made a size 12 in the Big Four, so I thought I'm going to ignore that and I'm going to make a 10. I did, and it was too tight on me, and I'm not afraid to admit it. This pattern has back darts, and you've got the front darts, obviously the bust darts, but you've got back darts, fisheye darts, sorry, which actually go all the way down to the hem. I had to take those out because this thing was going to be skin tight on me. I also had to let the side seams out as well. So you've got the seam allowance of 1.5 centimetres, like most Big Four. I had to come out of that as well to give myself room. So I should have gone for the size 12 and just admitted to myself that that's what I am. But I suppose being an older pattern, the sizing was slightly different. The pattern was printed in 2012, so 12 years ago. So all in all, I am happy, but there's one thing that I don't like. I'm now going to get the patina and put them side by side, and I'll see what you think. So they are pretty similar, aren't they? You have to admit, these collars are more or less the same. But, and I'm going to say it, I prefer the patina. And the reason I prefer it is because the collar meets. I was not a fan of this button placket, which sort of extended out away from the collars. I would have much preferred to see it like that, like the patina, and actually it would have brought it in a little bit to me. But you have to sew these button placket extensions on, which go beyond the edge of the pattern. So that is why I really do, and I hate to say it, but I prefer the indie pattern. Now obviously I'm going to put some footage in of me wearing both, and then you can see which you like. This one comes dangerously low for me. I would wear it with huge trepidation. I can just about get away with it, but I will be very conscious. Now, because I need these button placket extensions, I can't take them off and alter them because I would be losing an inch of fabric, and that's just not going to work for me. But I think it would have been so much nicer if it had met there like the patina and not had this gap, because that looks so much neater. The sleeves were the same, the shaping's the same on the back really. It's obviously you've got the yoke here, which is quite pretty, and there is some gathering. Now I know that's really hard to see because of the fabric, and on this one it is completely plain. It would have had those big fisheye darts in, but so that is kind of my results from my collab. Now, you will know that I am disappointed that the Simplicity didn't win over the patina, but I've got to be fair. I'm nothing but honest. So I love this fabric so much. I will find a way to wear it, and whether I secure this bit to my bra or something. Obviously I can't lift up the shoulders. There's not a lot I can do, but it's so pretty. I will wear it, but I will be very, very cautious. I mean, obviously I can put like a vest underneath it, but that would be such a shame actually. It would spoil the look quite a bit, but we shall see. I'm sure I will wear it. So what do you think? And I know patina is a very popular pattern, but it is 12 years ago, Simplicity brought out more or less the same thing, and yet this was the trend last year. So it just shows how patterns do come around. I would like to make another one of these, and I probably will, but would I make another one of those? Probably not, because it needs that altering bit in the front to make me happy, and I have the pattern that will do that for me. I must share with you a funny story that happened with this blouse. I think I talked about in my Friday sews. I had more or less completed it, but was going away for the weekend, and I did a big tidy up, as I do. I had one sleeve in, but I didn't have the other sleeve in. I just didn't have the time, so I left it, did something with it, not sure. Left it on the mannequin without one sleeve on. Came back from my trip away for the weekend, came in here, I thought, right, I'm going to finish this blouse, I'm going to get the sleeve on. The sleeve wasn't with it. It wasn't on my cutting table. My cutting table was all tidy. And I had no idea where this sleeve was. But then I also couldn't find any of the pattern pieces in the pattern envelope, and normally everything is out on the sewing table. So I thought maybe I'd put it all away. So first of all, I thought I need to find that sleeve. So I turfed out my bins, I turfed out my scrap bin, wasn't there. Then I realised that just before we went away, I emptied all the bins in the sewing room that went into the bin, that went into the wheelie bin and would have been taken away. So I was sweating, believe me, because I didn't have enough little scraps left to make another sleeve for this blouse. But I started thinking, okay, so where are the pattern pieces as well? Because normally everything's together in one of those project bags. But could I remember even the number to see if it was, I put the pattern away in the drawer? Couldn't even find the number of this pattern. That hadn't written it down anywhere what the number, the simplicity pattern was. I thought, this is odd. These pieces must all be somewhere together. And I searched and searched. In the end, I came across the whole project bag that had the pieces, the pattern pieces, and the missing sleeve. Honestly, I was sweating about this. I honestly thought I was going to have to go back to Samantha and Caitlin and say, I'm either going to have to chop the sleeves off this or start again. But all is good. The sleeve was sewn on and we had the finished garment. So I hope you enjoyed this. You've got to go over and check out the blouses that those two, as I said, 2 for the price of 1. You've got 2 lovely ladies there that will have made 2 blouses. They're very precise on fitting. I would say that I'm more just kind of, I'm going to make it up in the main fabric and see how it is and learn from that. I don't often make practice garments unless it's a very special occasion. But yeah, I know they will have made 2 perfect blouses and I'm pretty sure they'll be very pretty. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed this collab. This video is coming out on my 2-year anniversary of YouTube, which I'm absolutely thrilled about. Cannot believe I have sat in front of my iPad talking to you for 2 years. Thank you so much for your support. Check out Violet May Handmade and I will see you shortly. Goodbye for now.